This OTISS training video was designed to teach you how to deliver the flashcard drill and practice intervention outlined in the OTISS Math Intervention packet. Flashcard drill and practice is used to increase accurate student responding through the use of demonstration, prompting, repeated practice, and corrective feedback. Examples of skills that can be taught using flashcards include letter naming, letter sound correspondence, number identification, and sight words. Flashcard drill and practice has been empirically supported across different ages, skills, and populations, and should be used with students who are acquiring basic math facts skills. In the OTISS Math Intervention packet, you will find a basic overview of the D&B procedures. Additionally, the OTISS website has materials posted to support teaching several skills, including letter identification, letter sound correspondence, number identification, Fry's Top 100 sight words, Dolch's 220 sight words, and the Literacy First sight word lists A and B. Although on the surface, flashcard practice appears to be a simple intervention, student learning rates depend on many factors. A crucial part of a successful flashcard drill and practice intervention is the use of repeated assessments to adapt and alter aspects of the flashcard practice intervention. By the end of this video, you will have learned how to conduct a target skill assessment, create a bank of known and unknown items to guide daily intervention, perform the flashcard drill and practice intervention, use daily assessment to drop and add flashcards, and use self-graphing to provide performance feedback to the student. The flashcard drill and practice intervention is completed in 4 steps. 1. Conduct a target skill assessment. The teacher must first conduct a target skill assessment to define the scope of items that she wants the student to learn. This assessment can consist of relatively few items, such as teaching number identification to 20, or consist of a large number of items, such as Fry's Top 100 sight words. After the target skill assessment is completed, the teacher will have a set of known and unknown items that make up the scope of items to be taught. Once the target skill assessment is complete, the teacher may begin implementing the flashcard drill and practice intervention. The intervention begins with the teacher conducting a pre-intervention assessment, then implementing the flashcard drill and practice cycles, and finally, conducting a post-intervention assessment to provide the student with feedback. 2. Pre-intervention assessment. Each day, the teacher will conduct a pre-intervention assessment that targets a set of 20 to 30 items. This could contain all the items of the target skill assessment, or it could contain a smaller subset, such as 25 unknown items from Fry's list. The teacher will assess the student on the items and mark whether the student accurately responded within 2 seconds. These data will inform the teacher which items the student has or has not learned. In addition, data will show whether previously known items have been remembered by the student. 3. Implement flashcard drill and practice intervention. The teacher will begin the flashcard drill and practice intervention using 8 unknown items from the pre-intervention assessment. Since the items are unknown, the teacher will begin by saying the item on the flashcard to provide an accurate model. Once this cycle is completed and the student accurately responds to each of the flashcards, the teacher will go through the set of 8 items 5 more times. The teacher will hold the flashcard up for 2 seconds. If the student says the correct answer within this time, praise is provided and the next item is presented. If the student says an incorrect response or fails to respond within this time, the teacher provides the appropriate response and prompts the student to accurately respond to the presented flashcard. When the student provides an accurate response, the teacher moves to the next flashcard. 4. Post-intervention assessment. The intervention ends with a post-intervention assessment that is identical to the pre-intervention assessment. This will result in 2 types of important data. The first is how much the student learned during the intervention session. The second is how many items of the set are known across days of the intervention. These data can be used to inform future decisions about how many items to target, how many times to cycle through the items, and how well the student remembers previously learned items. Additionally, data can be used to set appropriate learning goals and to provide feedback to the student about his or her progress. You will need the following materials. If completing Step 1, the Target Skill Assessment, you will need flashcards for each of the items that make up the entire set and the Target Skill Record Form. After the Target Skill Assessment has been completed each day, you will need a set of flashcards for the pre- and post-intervention assessment, a corresponding flashcard drill and practice record form, a set of 8 unknown words for the intervention, the flashcard drill and practice treatment integrity protocol, and a pencil. Optional materials include a timer, graph, and rewards. We're going to begin by going over how to complete the Target Skill Assessment. 1. Define the scope of targeted items. There are keystone skills that all students are expected to know. Some examples of these include numbers, letters, and sight words. A common goal of kindergarten instruction is for students to identify all lower and uppercase letters. In this case, the teacher would define the scope of this objective to consist of 52 items, in this case letters. 2. Obtain materials to conduct the Target Skill Assessment. To perform the Target Skill Assessment, the teacher will need to create flashcards for each of the items and have a corresponding record form to indicate whether the student knows each item. 3. Set assessment schedule. It is recommended that the student be assessed on the pool of items 3 different times. These should be separated by at least 30 minutes to eliminate practice effects. Multiple trials help ensure an accurate determination of which items are known. If the student fails to accurately respond during 2 or more of the assessment sessions, the item is considered unknown. If the student accurately responds within 2 seconds on 2 or more of the sessions, the item is coded as known. 4. Perform Target Skill Assessment. Start by recording the date and session number on the Target Skill Record Form and read the following directions to the student. Today, I'm going to show you some flashcards. Some of the flashcards will be easy and others will be hard. I want you to say what is on the flashcard as soon as I hold it up. If you do not know what is on a flashcard, you can say pass and we will move to the next one. Do your best. Are there any questions before we start? Ready, begin. Hold each flashcard up for 2 seconds. If the student accurately responds, place the card in one pile. If the student fails to respond or gives an incorrect response, place the card in another pile. After you have presented each of the items, send the student back to his or her seat and document on the Target Skill Record Form which items were known or unknown. Repeat 2 more times. 5. Construct known and unknown item sets from the flashcard drill and practice intervention. Depending on student performance and the initial scope of the target skill, it may not make sense to assess the child each day across the entire set. In this case, the teacher will need to construct smaller sets to be used when doing the daily intervention. For example, a student is expected to know the first 100 literacy first sight words. During the target skill assessment, it was found that the student knows 20 of the 100 target words and does not know 80 of the target words. In this instance, the teacher should split the 80 unknown words into 4 groups of 20. The teacher would then utilize the first 20 unknown words to begin the intervention procedures. Once the student learned the first group of 20, the teacher would move to the second group of 20 and continue this pattern until all 100 items were known.
Landon, today I am going to show you some flashcards. Some of the flashcards will be easy and others will be hard. I want you to say what is on the flashcard as soon as I hold it up. If you do not know what is on the flashcard, you can say pass and we will move on to the next one. Do your best. And are there any questions before we start?
Nope.
Okay, ready? Begin.
Will. Up. Pass. Oat. Manny. Pass. Pass. So. Sown. Her. Wold. Pass. Heim. In tow. Timmy. Hayes. Woke. Pass. Pass. Go. See.
Okay, great job.
Next, we're going to go over how to complete the rest of the flashcard drill and practice intervention, including the pre-intervention assessment, the intervention, and the post-intervention assessment. 1. Perform the pre-intervention assessment. Start by recording the date and session number in the pre-intervention column of the record form and read the following directions to the student. Today I'm going to show you some flashcards. Some of the flashcards will be easy and others will be hard. I want you to say what is on the flashcard as soon as I hold it up. If you do not know what is on a flashcard, you can say pass and we will move to the next one. Do your best. Are there any questions before we start? Ready, begin. Hold each flashcard up for 2 seconds. If the student accurately responds, place the card in one pile. If the student fails to respond or gives an incorrect response, place the card in another pile. After you have presented each of the items, document in the pre-intervention column on the record form which items were known or unknown. 2. Select 8 unknown items to practice. On the first day of the intervention, you will select 8 unknown items to begin the treatment. As the intervention is implemented, the teacher will need to use the pre-intervention assessment data to know when to take out a targeted word and replace it with a new unknown word. We recommend that the student correctly respond to an item within 2 seconds across 3 consecutive days. When the student does this, replace that item with an unknown item. For recommendations of how you can use these data to differentiate instruction, see the Differentiating Instruction section for the flashcard drill and practice intervention located in the OTISS Math Intervention packet. 3. Model the correct response for each of the 8 unknown flashcards in the practice set. If you hold up each flashcard, say, "This letter is blank. What letter is this?" Once the student correctly responds, the teacher should provide verbal praise and go on to the next item. 4. Present the flashcards 5 more cycles. During these cycles, the teacher should hold up the flashcard and wait for 2 seconds for the student to provide an answer. A correct answer within 2 seconds should elicit praise from the teacher. If the student gives an incorrect response or no response, the teacher should provide feedback by correctly modeling the item and prompting the student to try again. Once the correct response is given, provide the students with verbal praise and go to the next item. 5. Perform the post-intervention assessment. Record the date and session number in the post-intervention column on the record form and read the following directions to the student. I'm going to show you some flashcards again. Some of the flashcards will be easy and others will be hard. I want you to say what is on the flashcard as soon as I hold it up. If you do not know what is on a flashcard, you can say pass, and we will move to the next one. Do your best. Are there any questions before we start? Ready, begin. Hold each flashcard up for 2 seconds. If the student accurately responds, place the card in one pile. If the student fails to respond or gives an incorrect response, place the card in another pile. After you have presented each of the items, document in the post-intervention column of the record form which items were known or unknown. 6. Provide the student with their items read accurately score and have student graph performance. You will want to compare daily items said accurately from the first trial to the final trial. Additionally, compare today's first trial score with the previous intervention session's first trial score.
Okay, Landon, now we are going to practice some of the words that you had trouble with earlier, okay?
Okay.
Ready? This word is other. Say other.
Other.
This word is about. Say about.
About.
This word is then. Say then.
Then.
This word is out. Say out.
Out.
This word is many. Say many.
Many.
This word is them. Say them.
Them.
This word is these. Say these.
These.
This word is some. Say some.
Some.
Great job. Okay, now we're going to go through and I'm going to ask you to say the words. Ready?
Yep. Other.
Good job.
About.
This is about. Say about.
About.
Then.
Then. Oat.
Out.
Out. Many.
Many.
Many. Pass.
Them.
Them.
These.
These.
Some.
Some.
Say some.
Some.
Okay? We're going to go through it again. Ready?
Yep. Other. About. Pass.
Then.
Then. Oat.
Out.
Out. Many.
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 Them.
Them. Pass.
These.
These. Some.
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 Okay, Landon, we're going to go through the cards one last time. Ready?
Other. About.
Great.
Then.
Awesome.
Out. Many. Them. These.
Awesome.
Some.
Great job. You got them all right. Okay, Landon, now that we've practiced some of the words you were having trouble with, we're going to go through all the words again, okay? Okay, so some of them are going to be easy and others are going to be hard, but I just need you to do your best and you're going to say the word that's on the card, okay? If you don't know it, you can say pass and we'll move on to the next one. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, ready? Begin.
Will. Up. Other. About. Out. Many. Then. Them. These. So. Some. Her. Old. Mac. Lick. Heim. Until. Timmy. Hayes. Woke. Pass. Go. See.
Okay, great job. Let's see how many you got right. 3, 4. You got 13 right, Landon. So I want you to fill in this graphing chart all the way up to here to 13. Okay, great job. We'll practice again tomorrow and see if you can get even more than 13 right.
Okay.